We've got another line reference question, and once again, it has a narrow line reference, 43 to 44, but we still need to read more than that. So we're going to follow our +1 sentence rule, meaning we're going to read the sentence that includes those lines, plus the sentence before it, and the sentence after it. And as crazy as it is, that's all of this, right? So this is a long couple of sentences. They kind of go on and on. We can't cut corners here. We need to read it and follow this rule to make sure we understand the context. So let's see, we need to care about why they use this phrase, giant test tubes. Let's see. How quickly, though, could these differences in how the two kinds of guppies live their lives have evolved? So this is kind of like what they're studying. Because there are numerous tributaries of the streams in Trinidad with guppies living in some, but not all of them, Resnick realized that he could, as he put it in a 2008 paper, treat streams like giant test tubes by introducing guppies or predators to places they had not originally occurred, and then watch as natural selection acted on the guppies. This kind of real-world manipulation of nature is called experimental evolution, and it is growing increasingly popular among scientists working with organisms that reproduce quickly enough for humans to be able to see the outcomes within our lifetimes. Okay, so they gave us an example and then they gave us the name for it, so that's why we read the +1 sentence. So certain streams can be good for experiments, like that's what they're saying, and okay, choice A kind of says that, provides suitable experimental conditions, like, yeah, because they're able to put some guppies in, some predators in, figure out what's going on, so yeah, that seems to match with what they said about the guppies and this definition of experimental evolution. This is like a really good choice. Let's just keep reading just to be safe, though. In B, they promote cooperative behaviors in specimens. No. The fish are eating each other. They're not cooperating. Yeah, that makes no sense. It expedites the rate of genetic changes. Well, no, that seems very tempting. This is why it's better to read and really try to match exactly what's being said there. They do talk about genetic changes, right? They're talking about evolution. But expedite, that word matters to us, and it might be a tough vocab word for you. It means to speed up. To speed up is to expedite. And so, why does that matter? Well, we're not speeding up the rate of genetic changes. The rate is what it is. They're saying that they already reproduce quickly enough that we can see the outcome within our lifetimes. So it's not that we're speeding it up. We're just watching it more. These streams are letting us control it. It's going at the rate it's always gone because these fish live a certain number of years, they breed a certain number of times, and they make new guppies every however many weeks, months, years. I don't even know. I don't care. Point is, that isn't changing. They're not saying we're manipulating that. They're just saying that by controlling what's in each stream, we're able to observe the normal rate of genetic change, but in a way that's controlled and that we can write it down. So this is a great example, too, of how one word is enough to make a choice wrong. It's not that the genetic changes is right, it's that expedite is wrong, and so this whole choice is wrong because of that one word. Whereas in choice A, they're saying they're creating the conditions for an experiment, and they're good conditions, they're suitable. So all the words check off there. Let's just make sure D doesn't have anything better. Solve widespread environmental problems. Well, they don't talk about that at all. So A is definitely the answer here. So just be really careful as you read choices. Just make sure you're really looking out for the problem words. Yes, having a better vocabulary is going to help you, but it's really, even the people with the best vocabularies in the world are going to fall for these traps if you're not actively looking for them and analyzing every word instead of just going with the first connection that you make. That connection might be a trap. Sometimes it's going to be good, but we need to test it out and make sure. So be cautious, and you'll save yourself some points.